making a video about this. I was like, that's a damn fucking good idea. So I'm going to show you that you don't have to rely on Twitter to get your thoughts out there. You can make a YouTube video. So NetherRealm Studios and WB Games has released DLC information. For Injustice 2, that is. At first, they released 3 of the DLC characters. Then there was this other screenshot that showed these shadow figures, and you're like, is that real? That might not be real. Then I logged on to Injustice and I was like, oh my god, my character select screen, it shows a bunch of silhouettes and shadows. It's real. So now I'm gonna speculate about some of the characters that may or may not be coming to Injustice 2. Funny thing is, after I took a screenshot of that picture, that's actually from my game, I booted it back up and now it's back to normal. It's the normal character select screen with none of the DLC silhouette teasers. It's almost like it was like, oh, you took a screenshot. Oh no, fuckface, you're not gonna talk about this online. But this is the internet, dude. This is YouTube. One nation under speculation. First of all, for 3 of these, there's no speculation whatsoever. Red Hood is actually the first one coming out. It's legit real. So Red Hood's confirmed, Starfire's confirmed, and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat is going to be in Injustice 2, per the video they actually released. So now we're gonna get the obvious silhouettes out of the way. I can only say I'm 99.9% sure. I'm sure in the DC universe somewhere there's some other person or entity with a triangle hat. But since this is made by NetherRealm Studios, I'm going to say that one's Raiden. So there we go. And if anyone has that weird oval-shaped fishbowl head, it's Black Manta. So Black Manta's in it too. He's also in one of the stage transitions, which they've always done that. Martian Manhunter was in the background of Watchtower. That was like, he's also playable. I do want to see Black Manta versus Black Manta in Atlantis, and then you knock him through the screen transition, then Black Manta starts beating the piss out of him. That's 3 Black Mantas right there. Also, the little dude on the top right of the character select screen, gonna say that's Atom. I say Atom because if I say it quickly, I'm like, it's Atom. Atom in Injustice 2, why not? There's a little dude, I'm gonna find out there's someone else like, no, he's actually the Incredible Shrinking Man from Justice League issue 19. For now, I'm gonna say Atom. Because also, I notice in Injustice 2, a lot of the characters lend themselves to having different gear, looking different. I think Atom would. And in the bottom left of the character select screen, if I can call that one that's female physique, I'd probably say Enchantress, maybe? She kind of looks like Enchantress, at least from the movie. Could be Zatanna, but she doesn't have the top hat, and Zatanna was already DLC in Injustice 1, and redundant DLC. It's just like, why are you making them DLC twice? I'm going to say Enchantress on that one, but she really could be anybody. Big guy right there, whoever this is, looks like he has a hood, broad shoulders, maybe a cape, maybe not a cape, maybe he just has broad shoulders, maybe he's Clayface. Could be Clayface. Azrael. Could be Azrael, that would really fit. He's good for a fighting game, has a good look, he's a badass, and he lends himself to having different gear outfits, looking different. And the bottom right, here we go, my first thought. He looks like he has a pop collar. I have been hoping for Constantine forever. You look at it, you're like, there are a lot of characters with pop collars though. Granted, he could be Martian Manhunter. Some people on my Twitter threw that out, that that's clearly Martian Manhunter. I see where they're going with it because it looks like it's a bald head. If it was Constantine, he would have to have really slick back hair, which is completely possible on both ends. The reason I don't lean towards Martian Manhunter is like Zatanna, he was already DLC. And again, making a character DLC 2 games in a row just seems kind of dick. Then someone was like Deadman, and I'm like, that collar makes me think, yeah, it could be Deadman. I can already think of some neat game mechanics involving possession and shit that you could do with Deadman. Also, a couple people were like Spawn. I'm like, I would love to see Spawn in Injustice 2. Spawn's a badass. So many fighting options with Spawn. Chains, capes, making spikes and shit come out of his suit. Thing is, he's not DC Comics, so I feel like that's another financial logistics that the company itself would have to weave through. And not to say it's undoable, I'm just saying it's less likely because it's not a DC property. So we'll see about Spawn. But Spawn was in Soul Calibur. I believe it was Soul Calibur 2. GameCube had Link. PS2 had Heihachi from Tekken, and Xbox had Spawn, so it's happened before. I've seen some people speculate Rorschach online. Rorschach's a fan favorite, Watchman's badass, and they're incorporating Watchmen into the DC universe in the comic books. But just to see Rorschach's mask in a fighting game would be kind of cool. Again, he doesn't have his hat, but that could be an alternate head. I mean, shit, if you're just looking at the collar and the head, it could be Khan for all I know. Point is, no one really knows, but it's fun to speculate. So that's the fun of it. Those are my thoughts. What do you think the silhouettes are? What do you think they mean? Who do you think they are? A couple of them are obvious, some of them not as obvious. And when I am totally wrong about most of these characters, you guys will then know. I don't know my shit, but I love speculating about it. And I'd love to hear what you guys think. Point is, Injustice 2, I've spent so many hours farming gear in this game. It's so much fun. I'm so excited for more characters. And whoever you think the mystery characters are, or whoever you want them to be, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.